Hey folks, how we doing?
We're a moment or two early, so we're just gonna hang around and all that good stuff. Wow. Which figures out what on earth it's doing, because sometimes it's a bit slow. Come on, dashboard. Do it.
Ooh, senior Tories believe that the party will break election. Can it do that now?
Don't threaten me with a good time,
Or,
okay?
or please threaten me with and execute this good time.
Please threaten me with this very, very good time. That would be remarkable. Hello, everybody. We're a touch early, so we're just getting all fired up here. Oh, come to me, Mark. Come to me, my love.
To me, my ex-bed.
Yes. Hearing Magneto here say that is weird. Hey, KP, how's it going? Hmm. What do I have these messages for? Probably messages for
That
me.
reminds me, Tina Guo, the awesome violinist who did the Wonder Woman theme,
Okay.
has just done the X-Men theme
Oh, nice. Very cool.
with an electric cello as well.
I love the electric cello. Good evening, everybody. Hi, yeah, it is. Good evening. Hey, Bonsai. Hey, Ducky. Folks, we're going to run the top of the stream ads. We'll be starting in just a little bit. So you got a couple minutes still if you need to get yourself a beverage or have a little snack. So is X-Men 97 like the old cartoon? It is like the old
It is
cartoon in that
season.
it is animated and it is like it has the same theme song, which is fucking part of the whole entire show. Same characters are picked up pretty much immediately after the plot of the original show, to the point where I don't like it terribly much because I was a Spider-Man and Friends aficionado, not an X-Men aficionado. But it is a nostalgia trap for fans of the original X-Men show. Scott is still annoying. Wolverine still fails to communicate. Gambit is still hella gay. You know, good to go.
It's possible he's gayer.
Yes, I think that's quite
As someone
possible.
pointed out, the man dresses like bisexual lighting.
Exactly. No problem, Bonsai. Hey, Spikeguard, how's it going? Hey, Lazy. Hey, Kiwi. My rice cooker's supposed to arrive today, but it's not here yet. And you are vibrating with excitement and frustration. KP, I know the feeling. I've been waiting all day for the wallpaper scrapers to be delivered. And they are finally
We
here. And
we
they're
had
in
such
protective
a
covers because they're sharp. I can't wait!
we had such a big day yesterday.
We bought B&Q.
We bought B&Q stuff. We had a really good burger. I had a great driving lesson.
KP, I
I
want a
didn't
video
cry
of you
once.
eating all about your expandable spice rack. Send me links. Send me all the links. Hey, Ghosty, how's it going? So the top of the stream ad is about to run. We'll be with you in just a minute.
B&Q is UK Home Depot.
Correct. To the point where I think they're owned by the same company.
So it's in fairness and trying not to be self-deprecating. I have not cried during a driving lesson. I cried a couple of times after them. Uh,
Sometimes things are frustrating and require.
but this one went really well. And it was just good. I had fun. And then I saw Immaculate, which is a non-vengeance movie, and that's a good time.
Failed brownies. Oh,
Failed brownies is just it's like Pazookies.
No. Failed brownies is ice cream topping.
There you go.
There's nothing to failed brownies.
There you go.
Fascinating ways to
So by the time we got home, I was very tired.
yeah, so you get a driving lesson and a lot of tromping around, and we bought all of B&Q, and we put all of you in the car in the queue. B&Q in
B&Q
the
in the
car.
car.
Car in the queue.
Being car in the queue. Car in the queue.
Uh, and and then we cleaned out the shed today at lunch and unpacked it all from the car. And this weekend is going to be all the house stuff. I'm very excited. Should be so much fun.
Oh, and I now own all of Sequest ESV.
Oh, honey, I love you dearly.
I, I,
Without Wendy, I don't think anyone here
I
knows who
think
that
I
is.
just need Dark Season, and that's every TV show that isn't a BBC sitcom that only I ever laughed at. that whose fault I am.
Whose fault you are. Yes, exactly. We're still running the ad. So since we're running the ad, can I please have a water refill?
Oh, a chip.
Also, you can pick up the chip that you just saw at the checkout. Local shelter has a kitten named Asphalt. Oh, that sounds
What a
adorable.
great name. The chip was cold.
That's how far I have a meeting in half an hour, but I thought, what if Pentiment? Yes. What if Pentiment is an excellent?
What if sassy nuns?
What if instead of trying to make myself be productive for the next 30 minutes, I did a good thing for my brain and took a break and watched somebody else do something silly? I wholeheartedly approve of this, and this is why I have TikTok on my phone when I have very frustrating days at work.
Like today.
Today involves angry sweeping. That's a good way to deal with it. That's for sure.
If the way that Margaret swept earlier today was a word, that word would be pronounced exactly like this: motherfucker.
But how about a recap? Where are we?
Previously in Pentiment, we are in the small village of, I believe, Kassel?
I have several leads to show.
Kissau, in Germany, where a very mostly friendly monk. Would you like me to read the words on screen, or would you like me to provide the recap? We're a very friendly monk at the monastery where we are currently working, copying out a book, because this is before printing, has been killed, and another very friendly monk has been blamed for it.
No, the Baron's been killed. The visiting.
Oh yes, of course, the Baron's been killed. Friendly monk has been blamed for it. And we have multiple suspects and multiple leads, and as a artist who is visiting town, obviously we're perfectly well suited to investigate.
There we go. Now, hopefully my microphone is not muted. And now we're getting some weird... Now, Alistair's all echoey. No, it's... That headsets have decided that they want to be difficult. Is there a lightning storm going on?
Yes.
I can't figure out why all of a sudden clouds are. There we go. Alright, now... Hey, Pansy! How's it going? Uh-oh, kitten, cute kitten. The rice cooker has arrived! We have kittens and rice cookers. This is amazing.
All kicking off. This is great.
I have several leads to follow, but where should I start? I could talk to Lucky
Steinauer.
He's probably working in front of his house. Okay. The widow Kemperlin lives south of here, near Franz Bauer. I think she's the one who accused him of the Baron of ill deeds. Prior Frederick is usually at the scriptorium, but I won't be able to talk to him until tomorrow. Okay.
Also, he's a dick.
Still, nothing would prevent me from talking to Mother Cecilia in the convent. I tried just now, but it said... Okay. But if I don't attend Brother Florian's examination of the body at the Abbey, he'll have to do it without me.
It feels like the examination of the body is time sensitive.
Or the last thing I can do. Mm-hmm. So, alright, let's take a look at our map. So, there we are right now. See all of the little magnifying glasses mark our possible investigations. So, hang on, I'm gonna... Nope, that's the wrong button. Because there are many maps. Okay, so there's the Widow, the Banner Farm, and then back at the Abbey there is where to meet him for the body. So we'll do that last. I'm feeling like let's go in a big loop.
Yeah, that makes
sense. So we'll go left into town, and then we'll go down around the Gertner's place.
Get a coffee, do a little investigating.
Get a Starbucks, you know, that kind of thing. Alright. Into Central Town, please. Oh, and pet a kitty. Always pet a kitty.
Aww. You know that thing about how on Girl with the Dog, she often talks about how the cat smells bad?
Mm.
I am pretty certain my parents never, ever bathed any cat they had.
I had barn cats. You don't bathe barn cats.
You don't bathe,
they'll kill you.
Cats have a funk, you know?
Right. Lucky?
Hello, Andreas. Something you need?
I can see you're busy, so I'll keep it brief. I'd hope to ask you a few questions about Baron Rothfull.
No.
May I ask why?
I don't want to. You are a grown man. That should be reason enough for you.
I saw you shouting at the Baron when he arrived in Tassing. May I ask what that was about?
Get it through your pebble-stuffed head. I'm not talking about Rothvogel.
I love how you've made him a very growly Jason Statham. Ooh.
We're gonna get punched.
I'm gonna get punched. Let's see.
Not even I can growl at Roy Kent level.
You shouldn't mind answering a few simple questions about him. That's bullshit, right? A man is dead, Lucky, and another's life hangs in the balance. Christ compels us to speak honestly, neighbor to neighbor. He's gonna smack me.
God damn it, Andreas. I told you to be big. Christ, nothing to do.
Lucky already told me he didn't want to talk about Lawrence. But it's clear they argued over something important, or he wouldn't be so hostile. Lucky is known to be an honest man. Maybe I could push him just a little bit more.
Andreas, you weigh as much as one of his legs. This is going to go very badly.
Doesn't seem the type to hold a grudge, right? I don't want to say that! I'm just going to say, alright, I won't press you.
Good day, Andreas.
He's not being forthright with me, and he seems eager to get away. I wait here, maybe he'll leave, and I can observe his actions. Or should I do it now? It will probably take a while. I'll observe Lucky later. I'll follow him later.
I'm actually quite pleased with how Roy Kent he came out.
I don't know. Remind me who Roy Kent is.
Roy Kent is the gravel-voiced hard man with a heart of gold from Ted Lasso. The man who delivers one of the most cutting insults I have ever heard. Vanilla-flavored vodka, Jamie. Such a child.
Very well. You know, you still haven't watched that. Alright, here we go. This is this person's house. No, he's not here. See? Oh, maybe I have to keep
Probably
going.
filming Back to the Future. Deep cut, just for me. Self-5 to the big dog.
Oh, is there a way to go? There doesn't appear to be the way to go further left. Maybe I have to go this way and then this way? That was the bakery, which was lovely. Ooh, this storm is weird. No, Werner is not there. We're not observing
right, baby.
Lucky.
No
We're gonna
Werner
go
for
down
you
to the
today.
farms, aren't we? Starbucks was out of oat milk. There's the Brower farm. There's the beehives. Okay. Now where am I going? Alright. The household is locked. But can I talk to this person? Oi, Johan.
Hi there, Andres.
Yeah, petting bees not so advised.
Very gently.
Hello, Andreas. Is that it?
Duck!
Very medieval. That's it? Where's the clue?
Could it be inside?
Maybe I have to investigate the bee.
Where it is locked.
Johan's family kept beehives for the honey and wax.
Pig.
No. There's
Johan.
Okay, this was the widow's place, if I remember correctly. Hello. I would like to investigate you, please. What do we have in here? It's a lovely day passing and you are a terrible artist. Hello, Tilla. Well, if it isn't the Baron's new best friend.
Good afternoon. I'm glad to find you in such a good mood.
Right, this is what I'm going to say. Pah, city boy, think you're so clever.
You've come up from that London.
What do you want? You must be bothering me for something.
Thank you for that, Herman. Very well done.
I think we should be transparent. I wanted to ask you some questions about Lawrence Rothvogel's murder. Oh, is that what those were for? My, what a blessing. Not the first time Percha answered my call. Okay.
Pergta, pagan goddess of the Alps, associated with animals and spinning wool. She is still invoked by some Christians in Austria, Switzerland, Bavaria, and Swabia. This has been a use of the Identify spell.
You want to know what I think? I'm glad he's dead. I hope whoever killed him gets the abbot next. Wow! Maybe burns that entire abbey to the ground. And that's all I have to say about that.
You are amazing. No further questions.
What did the Baron do to earn your ire? What did I just tell you, boy? I don't have anything else to say on the matter. The life of an innocent man is at stake. One of the elderly brothers. Can't you spare me a few moments? You think I care about what happens to some old monk? Idiot. Kill them all. See if I care. Every ancient of the church should die. Hey, man. This lady is living her values.
I love Andreas's "the fuck, lady"
I know,
facial
look at his
expression.
face.
Where is this anger coming from? Is it something I can help with?
Yeah, I like that response. No!
No! Well, maybe.
Well, maybe. Why is there still a cross on her wall, then?
Yeah, that's an interesting observation, is it not?
Don't suppose those skinny arms of yours can hold more than a paintbrush? I'm not so strong as Otto, but I can lift things and reach high places if that's what you need. Not often someone offers to help out, old Attila. Fine. You do some things for me? Maybe it'll jog my memory.
Oh, I love her.
Tit for tat. Fair enough. But it's going to take a while. Lots of things been building up. Things I'm too old to do. You got someplace to be?
We do this, we're going to lose the ability to follow Lucky.
I think I'm going to say I do actually, but I'll be back later to help. But it is a fetch quest for sure. I don't want to lose the ability to observe the autopsy.
Yeah.
So I think I said I do actually, but I'll be back later to help. And she's not going to believe me, though,
Nope.
is the problem. I'll be back later to help. Sure you will. That's what they always say. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
That's a good spot, Spike Garden. Can you call up the clock? Are we in the time of day where the autopsy is occurring?
I don't know if we have a clock.
We've got a to-do list, surely.
Where I think we're in flood. These look to be past events. Yeah. We're knowns. I tried to, but she only wanted to say that she was glad he hoped the abbot was next. Occult hands. The Baron and the nun. This is Mother Cecilia. Okay, so we've got lots of stuff. But I think we need to go back and up and do the autopsy. Because otherwise... Oh, is Lucky's moved?
Where is he?
Has he moved? Maybe not? Not sure. Looks like he's moved. Actually, I should be able to go back up this way. Show the time, right? Yeah, see? He's moved. And now he's gone.
Two of your clues have gone.
No. He's up and to the right. He's over towards the midwife. I don't know if I can get around anymore. Let's see. No, he's to the left, it says. But now that he's... No. I have to see. Hi, Andreas! I love him. This is the family with the printing press, so I'm in the wrong place. Don't mind me, I'm just getting lost. Maybe he was up here. No, he's still here. Fine. Be that way. I'm gonna go look in your house. I'll talk to your wife. Maybe she'll be nicer to me. Hello, Andreas. No, maybe not. Okay, fine. I tried. I'll follow him later. Alright, let's go back up to the Abbey then. Because otherwise we have to... Otherwise we'll help out the widow. Or as we call it, Thursday. I mean, it must be part of the job of living in a town where in an adventure, because you never know when people are just going to wander through, right? These are all the plants she's going to make us go and pick for her, isn't it? That's the mill, forest, the shrine, to the abbey. Look at all the bunnies. Alright, we gotta go help the... Alright, here we are. Alright.
Oi, cat file.
How dare you!
Leave my hand in the air. That was good. That's deserving of a high five.
Andreas, this way.
There you are. I'm glad the storm didn't delay you. Now, even though I gave instructions that I was not to be disturbed, we must work quickly. Seeing a corpse up close can be unsettling for some. I hope you are up to it.
I've paid through the...
I've read a book.
I've read a book. I've seen its wound illustrations. It was quite graphic.
Books don't quite convey the reality of the situation, Andreas. Or the smell. Now then, you should probably take notes as we go. They might be useful later.
Ah, of course. I'm here to scribe. Oh, poor man.
I will begin by inspecting his anterior, starting with the face and head. No visible wounds, no blemishes, teeth in good condition, nothing unusual. Neck, shoulders, and chest are ordinary. I need to clean some blood away to examine the torso.
Yeah, he does look smaller naked, I agree.
Yes, there it is. A puncture wound between the 6th and 7th ribs. It is fairly shallow, though I estimate it penetrated only about an inch, and it likely came from his own hand.
I love this running gag about whose measure of an inch. But that doesn't sound deep enough to have killed him.
It wasn't. It's likely incidental. Received while folding on his own knife.
Look at how the sketch fills in. It's lovely.
He must have some other wound that issued forth all the blood we found him in.
Who do you think killed him?
I don't know. I cannot even speculate. All I can do is examine this body and hope that you can figure out the rest.
Preemie, your meeting is in 2 minutes if it's at the bottom of the hour.
Simply pointing out the implausibility of Brother Pietro striking the fatal blow may not be enough to convince the Archdeacon. Yeah, it's always a duck. Fucking ducks, man. Brother Pietro should never have picked up that knife. I'm sure the appearance of guilt never even crossed his mind.
It's okay. You can come back to CSI Tirasol when we return. Yeah!
Now then, let's move on. Well, there is a sore on his sex. Probably from the French disease. I doubt it had anything to do with his murder.
Okay, so he's got an STI.
He's got syphilis.
Well, something. Which means if anybody else has got something... I'm
sure you would,
not
little buddy.
familiar with it.
Oh, it was first discovered by French soldiers visiting brothels in Naples. Anyway, it seems the Baron was not the most faithful husband. Not uncommon among the nobility.
Do I want to say I would expect a monk to be more shocked by this?
Why not?
I would expect a monk to be more shocked by this.
I spent many years as a mercenary. Sex and death are common companions in that world.
I like you, Florian. You're cool.
Besides, sex isn't all that rare, even in an abbey.
Oh, we have some
Ooh.
interesting options here. I see. Between the monks and the nuns, or between the brothers? I think I'm going to be gender neutral here and just say, I see.
Moving down.
Brother Cadfael from the novels and the BBC TV show.
Other than a few blisters on his feet from what I assume are new shoes, there is nothing wrong with his legs. Andreas, can you help me turn him over?
Grunts in affirmation stoically, or I'm going to say, of course.
There's a slight irregularity in his spine, possibly from an old injury. I don't think it has anything to do with how he died, though.
How could that have happened?
I have no idea. Whatever the reason, it didn't contribute to his death. Here it is. A rather dramatic head wound.
Oof.
The dark hair and the blood make it difficult to see, but it is quite bad. In my experience, I have never seen someone walk away from a head wound of this severity.
Have you seen many head wounds?
Too many. Not enough. As grim as it sounds, there is always more to learn. Italian doctors try to examine many corpses as they can to fully understand the mysteries of the body. The battlefields of Poland and Lithuania are not as ideal a learning environment as the University of Bologna, but they did provide an education of sorts.
He was totally a pirate. I like this. I'd rather be treated by someone with experience than a novice with a university education.
I appreciate your confidence.
Oh, he smiled.
The wound looks like it was caused by a single powerful blow from a blunt object, probably no more than 4 or 5 inches away.
Across.
How
can you tell?
The skull is cracked in a single spot, and there is a clear impression in the skin around it. It would take extraordinary precision to hit the same spot twice, unless the Baron were already dead. It is likely he did not die immediately.
Ugh. How long could he have survived for?
I have seen similar injuries in battle. The victims don't last more than a few minutes. It is an agonizing death. Even so, he couldn't have wandered far from where the blow was first struck.
So he may not have been attacked in the chapter house.
He was either attacked in the chapter house or someplace in the immediate area.
So not outside of the abbey. The cloister, the big garden. Is the church a possibility?
I can't imagine it. Rudiger and Matthew are in and out of there constantly. Noise in the church is easy to hear, and the Baron would have to go through the cloister to wind up in the chapter house. Anyway, whatever killed the Baron was a blunt instrument of considerable heft. The part that impacted him was likely a little smaller than a fist.
Perhaps 2.5 inches? Maybe a pig mallet, or a joining hammer, or even a round stone 4 or 5 inches across when held in the hand.
That is specific.
Estimating size, distance, and number have always come easy to me.
I hope your talents will help you find the murder weapon in short order. Whoever did this must have caught the Baron unaware, saves the small knighthood. He has no other injuries.
So he didn't fight back.
I suppose that he was struck through his knife to defend himself, and fell on it before Brother Piero discovered him. So, I believe we have discovered two important things.
We're going to go to an ad break in just a few minutes here, so let's get through the two important things. The Baron was killed by a blow to the head from a heavy, blunt object.
Yes, exactly. If you can find what caused the blow, it may lead you to the killer.
We also know that Piero didn't stab the Baron.
We know that, and I suspect even the abbot knows that, but you may need more evidence to convince the Archdeacon. Oh, there is one other item of interest. I found it in the Baron's jacket, but I did not want to open it without you.
Yep, same for younger sons of noble families. That's why I'm wondering if the root of the enmity between the Baron and the abbot is rooted in sibling rivalry. Yeah, that's quite possible.
A note of some kind. As I am a caretaker of men, you are a caretaker of parchment. I leave it to your capable hands.
I like that phrase.
Me too. What does it say?
It's in German. The girl who died and the innocent with her. Matins, chapter. So somebody gave the Baron a note to lure him there.
To the chapter house to be killed. The girl? What girl? And what innocent?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Unfortunately, I don't have much faith in my guesses. Can you tell who wrote it?
Let's see. Let's leave it here for the ad break real quick.
Intriguing.
I love this clue. They're not Italian, I can tell you that. Italian scribes use humanist script. This is a highly refined Gothic hand. So done without any guides. Interesting. And it's obviously somebody who's literate.
Yeah.
Because not everybody is at this period of time.
Also, it's not just that it's well handwritten, it's that it's well written.
Yeah, exactly. Very interesting. Right. We are on an ad break. Would you care for an eye mask?
I would love an eye
Would you like
mask.
to join me in an eye mask?
Because I'm a fancy boy.
What's the nice thing about not being on camera is, you know, here I am in my pajamas. I'm in my pajamas. It's the shitpost calligrapher. Yes! I'm sure they'd get a huge kick out of that.
Smash got the shitpost going, they're on to me! Throwing stuff in the car and driving off.
Right. Alright, let's see if I can open this without making a gigantic mess. There we go. Sloop. It's gooey, so be careful. Ah! Gooey, gooey. Wonderful eye masks. Brr.
Oh, the green ones.
Yep, I got aloe vera ones this time. Come here, you. Goo. Ah! Ah! It's very cold, but it's full of healthy goo. You were expected to renounce all ties to the secular world when you joined a monastery, familial ties included, so acknowledging relations would have been frowned upon. Yep, exactly. There you go. There's the stick. Sticky, sticky, stick, stick. They're very moisturizing. Whee! Moisturizing. There's lots of extra goo. Rub it on your hands. I have scratches on my hands from the stupid thorns of the stupid hedge. But now you have work gloves, so hopefully you will not get any more scratches on your hands either.
Am I doing this right?
It's sliding down, but other than that, yes. Yeah. Okay. Can I have the spoon? I got it.
I wait for no one.
I wait for nothing. Rub them on your hands. Yeah. There we go. It's aloe gel, so it's good. Stay on my face. Alright. So this implies it's another noble or another scribe or the abbot himself.
Yep.
That breaks down at about 15. There we go.
And 1, and 2, and...
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Stay on my face. Right, we're back. We have eye masks on because Wednesday night.
Fancy.
Why not? Treat yourself. So we've got lots of guesses here. I like the idea of this. It's not an Italian because they use humanist script, and this is a highly refined Gothic hand. As good as Adok and Guy are, I don't think they could replicate this. Which means it's not one of the other scribes.
Really? If not them, who?
The abbot?
Abbot.
The abbot, the Baron's wife?
Yes.
Maybe his assistant? I intend to find out.
I wish you good luck finding the answer. Now, I'm sorry to rush you, but I must ask you to leave. Every minute you stay is additional risk.
I wouldn't say anything.
Brother Florian, could you open up? It is Werner Stoltz, the physician from Tessing. Yes, I'm in the middle of something. Could you return after supper? I am afraid it can't wait. Father Gadno asked me to examine the Baron's body. All right, just give me a moment. Andreas, I need you to hide yourself. Of course. Oh, Andreas. Oh, little guy. Dr. Stoltz. Sorry to keep you waiting. Now, what did you need? The abbot wanted me to examine the Baron's body before his wife arrives. It seems unnecessary at this point. I have just completed my own examination. Well then, what is the harm in letting me take a look? Dr. Stoltz, with all respect, I have finished. The cause of death is clear. If you had arrived an hour ago, I would have had no problem with your assistance. Assistance? I am a university-trained physician. I can examine a corpse on my own without the help of a battlefield sawbones.
Oh dear. Remain hidden.
Regardless of your opinions regarding my abilities, the examination is finished. If you insist on inspecting the body anyway, I must insist that the abbot tells me himself. What? Making me bring the abbot here is a waste of time. So is performing an examination on this corpse immediately after one was just completed. Idiotic. I will return with Father Godot presently.
He's stalling to get me out of here.
Yep. That was close. Now, quickly, leave through the cloister before they return.
Of course. Thank you, Brother Florian.
And nothing of it. I will see you tomorrow.
Until then. One day, 19 hours remain. I should find someone to eat with.
Do you want to go back to the widow, see if you can do some stuff with her?
I can't get that note out of my head. The girl who died and the innocent with her. Okay, so somebody who was pregnant. What could it mean? And who wrote it?
Watching this after seeing Non-Vengeance yesterday feels very different.
I'm trying to see where I have dinner options. It looks like the widow's place.
You got to go back there anyway to help her out, so...
Yeah, I thought that might be a good idea. It was a movie he went to watch called Immaculate.
It is a movie in which someone messes with a nun and they regret it.
Well, this house says I can eat here as well. Yeah, the guest house has a meal option. I wonder who's staying there. Interesting. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go to town. Maybe I can spend my meal doing chores. Nope, I want to go this way. See, I said I'd return. You want something? Oh, she doesn't want my help now. Okay. So, I have a theory.
What's your theory?
We're gonna go have dinner with the midwife. That's the bakery. This is the midwife, right? Let's see if we can have... Agnes! Good day, Andreas. Did you need something?
Oh!
Lucky's gonna be so mad at me. Might I eat with you and Lucky? I realize we've never shared a meal together. It would be my pleasure. Are you hungry now? Ravenous. Thank you, Agnes. Let's eat then.
Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. And we pray you keep safe the souls of the two innocents who rested at your side. They are dearly missed.
His daughter.
Yep.
I think he lost a daughter.
Through Christ our Lord, amen.
Amen. Amen.
You're looking tired, Agnes. Did else keep you up late?
I think this is the woman who was going into labor. What do we have? It looks like a fish.
With a fish?
Oh, I don't mind it. She needs the support, and I'm happy to give it. Someone has to look after the women of this town, and Werner hardly cares to. Oh, so we're getting
really?
gossip. Is Elise the miller's wife? Let's find out. Married to Lenhart Mueller, yes. I'm surprised you haven't met her yet. Ooh, he's nice. Is she unwell? Oh, she lost a child a few weeks back. She was overjoyed when she finally quickened, but her bleeding returned soon after. It's been difficult for her, but she has been through it before. She will make it through again. Oh, poor thing. Select a food item to eat out. Swabian ravioli. Ooh, yum. Farmer's bread. Let's have trout.
She is strong in her love of Christ and strong in her love of her husband.
She does dote on him, though Lenhart hardly deserves it. And why's that? The miller's not a kind man. Not to the peasants and not to his wife.
Spreading rumors is not Christian behavior, Agnes.
It's hardly a secret. The man has power in this town, and he makes certain we all know it. Take it as a caution, Andreas. Don't get on the miller's bad side.
Come buy me bread, man.
I'm going to use this. Or what? It's hard to understand what power over me Tathings Miller would have.
Perhaps not, but he has great power over the Gurtners. They have fed and sheltered you during your time here. In your position, I would not make trouble for them.
Good job, Ocean.
Nicely done, Ocean.
Noted. The best thing we can do for Elise is care for her as neighbors, like Christ tells us to. She's the only one in Tassing who struggles in her marriage. Oh dear. Even my Brigitte has her troubles.
Her kid's married to Martin.
Oh. Brigitte Bauern. She's your only daughter? Our only living child, yes.
Oh dear.
God rest
their souls.
There we go.
We should never have agreed to their marriage. She deserves better than Martin Bauer.
Oh yes, she does. She loves him, Lucky, and she had to marry sometime. What could we do?
Found a man who isn't such a useless shit.
Lucky?
Yeah, he's Roy Kent. At least we got Wolf out of it. I'll make sure he grows up solid. He'll become a great stonemason.
Just like his grandpa. I would like some Swabian ravioli, please. Now, why don't you tell Andreas about your work at the Abbey? You said you found something strange in the building. Dun dun dun.
I love her. Yeah, stay on target, love. Facial expression.
Right. Strange how?
That. I was repairing a cracked wall down in the crypt. The abbey used to be a Roman fort, right? So it's no spring hen. The bumpkins were released for the Virgin and a door slid open. Damnedest thing.
Where did it lead?
To the library, of all places. Anyway, stuck my head up through the trapdoor. One of the nuns screamed.
You didn't tell me that part.
I felt bad for scaring them.
How about some farmer's bread?
I kind of like going for the second option on that.
Ha, I doubt Sister Zamina minded. She's not exactly afraid of men.
Probably should have knocked first. Never know what you'll find behind a closed door. Speaking of work, I should get back to it. Still lots to fix after that storm.
It was lovely having you, Andreas. Take care, Agnes. Lucky. Thank you for your hospitality.
See you around the abbey, I expect. He's much more comfortable around you now.
Yeah. I should get some sleep. Or break into the library.
Do crimes!
Let's go do crimes.
Hello, Andreas.
Hello, Andreas.
I'm bored, do crimes.
Well, I could do crimes, or I could try to help the widow.
Go back and help the widow. She'll tell you to fuck off, but
Let's
give it
go
a shot.
try anyway. She'll probably tell me that I can't help her anymore. But if not, we'll have tried, and if so, we'll go break into the library. Oh, no, Attila's house is locked. She's having none of us. Crimes! It's time to do book crimes! Nope, I went the wrong way. To the meadow. We're gonna go do book crimes in the crypt. Book crimes, Juliana. Okay. So, now we need to get into not the lavatorium. Into the church. Oh shit. Matteo is the Abbey's curator. If he sees me, he'll kick me out.
Cicada, monk responsible for making rounds in the abbey to make certain everyone is where they are supposed to be, doing what they are supposed to do. This has been a use of the identify spell.
I have to keep out of sight until he's passed. Good thing he can't see well.
That was some tasty vaulting.
I want to go to the crypt so that I can sneak into the library. If I go up these stairs, it's going to take a while to find the records I need. I'll lose some time tomorrow morning unless I turn back now.
I think it is, yes. So I want to say tazza is Italian for cup.
No, that's Tosca.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Let's go to the library.
Let's do the library. We're gonna do crimes.
Search the nun's records.
Can we go up a further level?
No. Oh, maybe. What's this? The Herbus Cambrai. On the herbs of Wales. The writer is Cadphellus of Salopia. Right, there we go! I don't believe I've heard of him. Of course not. He's fictional from a television program. I freaking love this. That's amazing.
That is exactly the same as the ghosts of Adams and Pratchett playing chess in Dockside Detective.
I know.
And you having the opportunity to go, hi, thanks, big fan.
Right? That's so sweet.
Brother Cadphilus of Salopia.
Oh,
The deepest of cut.
how wonderful. Mugwort and Butcher's Broom. I'm not familiar with their properties, but they sound extraordinary. A beautifully illustrated book, and the author appears to be speaking from his own personal experiences. A wonderful hidden treasure for the Abbey. Alright, apparently I do have to go upstairs. Historiae de Labyrinthum Libur. It's a map. Account of the Labyrinth of Books. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. Quite complicated. I've heard tales of some incredible libraries across Christendom, but a labyrinth? That must be metaphorical. You'd need an extraordinary amount of books to actually build a labyrinth.
Challenge accepted.
I believe a Bolognese professor told me about a tale about such a place in Piedmont. Interesting. Let's pick the Italian option. Somewhat hard to believe, to be honest. That old man was quite a storyteller, I must admit. What do we have here? A Bifolium from the Mysteria Astra. I've read a number of treatises in astronomy, but I've never heard of this one. Seems rudimentary, explaining the connection between astrological signs and the elements and their basic relationships to alchemy, i.e. the puzzly piece.
Exactly so.
Each sign is governed by one of the four elements. Cancer, Scorpion, Pisces are water signs. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo are earth signs. Yes, I am aware. Hang on, I need to take un photo, for this shall be a clue, I'm sure. Da-da-da-da. Thank you. It cuts off there. The next page is about something else entirely. Sister Illuminata must be trying to reconstruct the larger text. Given the dramatically different context on the following page, the choir this bifolium came from must have been assembled improperly. Ooh, excellent use of a choir. I shall acquire.
Acquire.
Those two pages were interesting enough, I suppose, but quite basic. Wait! That's the connection between the astrological symbols on Fenric's cipher and the elemental symbols on the Vavelle. If I turn the wheel to the element that matches the sign, I can decipher the note he left. Excellent. Let us continue upward. It means you were born in a specific period of time, Spike Gardner. That's about all it means. This looks promising. The familiarities of the Sisters of the Curacao Abbey. Yes.
Ooh.
Mother Catherine was the first to enter the records, it looks like, almost 50 years ago. Sister Hildegard from the Goldrick family in Ravensburg, quite wealthy. Looks like she became the prioress after Mother Catherine. Sister Cecilia Adelhit? Oh, this is Mother Cecilia's record. Wait, she's from the Welser family? They're one of the most powerful families in Augsburg. Looks like her family donates a lot of money to Curacao every year. More than my family, season 10. Sister Gertrude from Hoff, the herbalist, yes. Her father's an apothecary. That explains it. Matilda Oblate, yes, the nun cellarer. She came from Kempton. Merchant family. They donated pigments to use in the scriptorium. Quite thoughtful. I'll have to thank them if I ever get the chance. Here's Sister Illuminata. This should be interesting. Sister Illuminata. Named Angeline from the Capocci family in Pergola. Looks like they have some connection to Curacao through an old abbot, Rudolph. Her family donates money to the every years. Sophia from Burgitz. Her family's poor, but they donated flour. Lisbeth Oblate, she's from Utrecht. Looks like she's in eventful life before coming here. Married with a child. Both died. Her merchant family has some connection to Curacao through the Hoffmans of Rothenburg. Oder Tabor, a free imperial city and home to several chivalric orders and monasteries, gathering point for pilgrims. Interesting. Sister Margaret. Oh, the blind girl who was Sister Gertrude. She went blind because of failed surgery on her cataracts. Wealthy peasant family, they donated wool and a pasture. Sister Zandina. This should be good. They donate a fortune to the abbey. No wonder Mother Cecilia and the abbot let her behave as she does. Okay. Is that everything? What have I missed? This note says Sister Matilda left the abbey for several months. Why would she go to her hermitage? Strange that she's the only entry with such a note.
Did she leave for about 9 months?
No, probably just for 6, right at the end, and a couple... The date's 3 years ago. This was just before Father Matthias died. Which means it was around the time Baron Vogel visited. I should ask Sister Matilda about this. Maybe Mother Cecilia as well. Cecilia or Matilda. Yeah, 5 or so, exactly. Okay. I think that's everything. Oh, shit. going to do now? So my options are, just wait for them to finish, then leave. It can't take that long, can it? You should speak with them openly, in good faith, as a matter of reason. Run for it! Go, go, go!
I'm thinking the first one.
Just wait. I don't want to confront them.
You don't want to confront them because they're going to freak out and think they've blown it with God. If you run for it, hilarity is going to ensue.
Yeah, I think we'll just wait. We'll just... just bolt, dude. I am kind of tempted to run for it.
I didn't see anything.
Right? Let's just... I think we'll just sit it out. Shall we just sit it out? What does everybody think? We're gonna have to run an ad break here pretty quick. Capitalism continues to exert its ugly head. You're gonna be so tired in the morning.
That is a very good point.
Yeah, I think maybe we should run for it then. And if they confront us, I'll just say, I have no problem with it. Let's run for it. They'll notice, but can they catch me? How fast can two monks run?
Interesting.
What?
It built in a... Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, potentially you could nap in here.
I just need to wait. Let's just wait it out. Just a little patience.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Did I fall asleep? Oh, no! I'm in so much trouble! Andreas, wake up. Well, are you here for the books or for me?
Hey.
I was not walking my sleep. I was looking. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest. I was. All right. We'll make this decision when we get back to the break. We wasted so much time. Oh no! This is not going well. I'm not gonna say I was walking in my sleep. Nobody's gonna buy that.
Walking in my sleep through the secret passage.
Right? Exactly. Okay, everybody, we're going to take a 3-minute break for capitalism. We could do a flort, but then I'd be even in more trouble, I think. If you haven't had a wiggle since you joined us, stand up and take a wiggle because we've been streaming for over an hour, okay? We'll be right back. Maybe you need a drink of water like I do. I mean, people aren't wrong. Flattery will get you everywhere. But it is like literally noon, so... Do a flort. I'm starting to think this is one of those games where you have to probably play it multiple times in order to have an idea of what you're trying to accomplish and get enough clues in order to be able to convince the person at the end. And I have a feeling that we don't have enough information to convince the person quite yet.
You think we're in trouble, don't you?
We've only got a day left, so
Half a day.
I think I need to prioritize talking to Margaret or Cecilia next if I'm going to have a plausible theory about what happened here.
Sorry, dude. We should have just linked it.
It's okay. We'll know for next time. I think this is a game that might benefit from multiple playthroughs. We still got about a minute and a half for the ad break. Unfortunately, it's a time for capitalism. Oh, excuse me. It's been a very strangely long day, hasn't it?
It really has.
Capitalism has released you. Well done, Ocean. Okay. The implication there is delightful.
Oh, there is no implication.
Right?
Hello, how you doing?
Hey there! The transportation department is proposing new rules for how airlines handle wheelchairs, and it would make mishandling wheelchairs an automatic violation of the Air Carriers Access Act, which has big consequences, like getting an airline deregulated. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So, Anil, hello. Thank you for joining us. Oh, we did, in fact. Did we have a raid? I was not paying attention because we were just coming back from an ad break. Hello, everybody. How you doing? If you're familiar with Pentiment, we fell asleep in the library and we got caught.
We did book crimes.
And so we were going to we were debating between making a run for it and waiting it out, and we waited it out and fell asleep, and now we have been caught. So we need to either decide to do a flirt, or admit what it is we were up to, and we haven't quite decided what we're going to do.
I really like laying it all on the table.
Yeah, honesty is the first playthrough, seems to be it. So, hi, I was looking for clues, trying to figure out who killed the Baron, and that's why I'm here. Quite noble of you to risk the Abbot's wrath by breaking in here. Yes, let's call me noble. The Baron seemed like an interesting man. Not that Mother Cecilia would let any of the sisters talk to him. Guess she definitely knows something.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Was he interesting? Ooh. He had a great appreciation for art, which as an artist, I also appreciate. I appreciate art. Could you help me deepen my appreciation? Oh, she's such a... Literally, this is the Randy youngest child sent off by the family to try and break the spirit of it, I think. I don't think that would be appropriate. Who cares? What are you worried about? No one is here but you and me. No one can see us.
Oh, she is horny as fuck.
You could teach me about art. You could teach me about something. This is very much draw me like one of your French girls. No one will know what happened but you and me. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is an exceedingly dangerous bad idea. There are worse things than sharing the embrace of an evil liquor. Andreas, what are you waiting for? Do it!
Do it!
No. Exceedingly dangerous. Bad idea. Yeah. She's mean-spirited. If I turn her down, she won't take it well. Who knows what kind of headache she'll cause for me. She'll tell them I was in here. I'm scooting away. What are you doing? Asshole! Kiss me! No. I don't want to. You idiot! You're going to regret this. Sister Zinda, are you here yet? Oh God, protect us,
Oh,
Sister
you
Limonada, come quickly!
bitch.
Someone is sleeping behind the bookshelf! Oh my God. Andreas! How did you find your way in here? Sister Limonada, he was lying right behind the bookshelf and trying to take advantage of me! Oh, of course, of course. I did no such thing. I do not know whom to believe here, Andreas. There's no good reason for you to be in this library at this hour or at any hour. And again, I know Sister Zena to be an imaginative young woman and an inveterate liar. I'm not lying. Silence! Why are you here in the first place? You scared Sister Zena half to death.
Again, 100%
I was
honesty.
hoping I could find some clues that would help prove Brother Piero's innocence. In the library? What can possibly be in here that could help with that? I'm not sure. Do you know why Sister Matilda was sent to a hermitage around the time of the Baron's visit last year? Ooh.
Oh, really?
I do. But this is not appropriate for us to discuss any further. You should speak to Sister Matilda or Mother Cecilia. I can't speak with you. It's not my story to tell. And in case you've forgotten, you shouldn't even be here. Please leave. Immediately. Of course, I'm sorry for the trouble. As you should be. Come, Sister Zanina, we have work to do.
She's going to give you evils as she goes.
She can give me the evil eye all she wants. She tried it and it didn't work because I was honest. I should find someone to eat with. Already? Again? What time is it? There's someone... Oh! There's someone in the cloister I can eat with. I wanted to try to eat with the widow, but it doesn't look like there's the option to eat with the widow. Can eat with the coal burner. Or the bakery. Which one do we think is going to give us better clues?
Where have we not been so far?
Well, let's go back to our journal. There's a note about from Sister Matilda staying at a hermitage for several months. Yeah, she had a baby, that's why. I think she works in the convent garden during the day. And we have the clues we need to do the translation now. So, what about the prior's house? Guest house. Prior's house is all the way back there. Let's go to the prior's house if we can. Let's get out of the crypt first. Trying to remember where to, don't want to go to the sacristy. I basically have to go into the cloister. I think I can go through the dormitory. To the Bailey, there we go. Here's the prior's house. Now! What's this? There are deep indentations in this parchment. Whoever wrote on the page above it must have been angry. I wonder if I can make a charcoal rubbing of this page and reveal the content of the writing. Ooh! Baron Rothvogel. Aha! Clear as an alpine day. It's a letter to the Baron from Prior Fenric. This must have been when Fenric wrote the letter I found in the guest house. Lawrence was blackmailing Fenric. It's the same text.
I think you got him.
Someone was in a hurry to get rid of this parchment. And again, it's in that same Gothic hand. It's most recent. Probably wasn't burned more than a day ago. So what does our journal say about this? There's a piece of paper on Fenric's desk that had the imprint of a letter on it. I can't figure out what the connection between the I figured that out now. Contents of the note were, but it was written in a purple ink with exceptionally fine lettering. So I've got to figure out what the connection is about the blackmail. He used the Vavel while writing it and took it with him. He can't keep it. Okay, let's see if we can figure the Vavel out now that I know the connection. Now that I know the connection between thank you for that, the astrological symbols on the cipher and the elemental symbols on the Vavel, Fenric's note should be easy to decipher. Writes by Garden, same ink, same handwriting. I think it's the Baron's wife. Okay, hold on. So, this is gonna be slow, but doable. Alright, so I need yellow. Oh, okay. So am I just supposed to click on these now, I guess? I don't think so. Okay, how do I clear? Okay, so air symbol with the W, the Greek W. Oh, okay, there we go. Air symbol with the W is H. Here we go. H. And then you are an earth symbol with the thing, with the that. And then a fire with the beta. Yes. And then a water with, yep. And then, I'm talking to myself, everybody, I'm sorry. And then, yep. Okay. And then air with the, and, with the, yep. And then, which one are you? That's another earth. Gerhard? Gerhard? As in the late brother Gerhard? Yes. Yes. It can't be a coincidence. Hi, Gerhard. How does... Brother Gerhard died sometime last year. How does this connect to him? Is it an anagram? Using Gerhard's name? Did he use his name for an abbreviation? Why his name? Maybe it's his grave? Let's try it's an anagram. Harried? Hardier? Where does the G go? God, I'm sure Adok would know. Maybe it's not an anagram, huh? Let me think. Why his name? And why Heigerhard? It couldn't be Greek. Never heard of an Italian or Spaniard named Heiderhard either. Ridiculous. Did he use his name for an abbreviation? There are lots of letters for an abbreviation. A cipher, perhaps? If it is, I'm not equipped with the key to solve it, so I have to go with other options. Let me think. Maybe it's an abbreviation and a name? Gerhard is the name. What's H.I.? Hud Ignota? My God. It's so much simpler.
Yeah, it's Gerhard.
Hayakta, here lies. Here lies Gerhard. So it's his grave. I was right. Grave. I wonder if it has something to do with the Baron's murder. I should ask the abbot for permission to exhume the grave. Really? The abbot's not gonna give me squat!
Abbot, we're fairly certain you had a man killed. Could we just exhume the evidence?
Here lies Gerhard. Interesting. I'm wondering if this is a game that, like, supports you picking a single line of inquiry and devoting all of your resources to it. Because I feel like we're working on a couple of different lines of inquiry now. Hello, Fahrenheit?
Andreas, what an awful time. Awful time. The Baron murdered at Kirsau. These are dark days indeed. Brother Piero, I admit I would never have thought him the type. What could have possessed him?
Piero is a half step from the grave. You really think he would have killed a man in his prime?
School your tongue, Andreas. A murderer he may be, but the man is still your brother in Christ.
And I didn't insult him.
Envy and pride inspire men to madness, Andreas. Even old men. But you have come to me for a reason. Do you need something?
Not now.
I'm good right now, Mr. Killer.
No, thank you.
Then I must return to my duties. God keep you, Andreas.
Let's not confront him, shall we? Let's go to the cemetery, though, and see if his grave's here. Is this him? Brother Gerhard's grave was disturbed. Fenric must have buried something here. I need to dig up this grave if I want to know what he was up to. Bet Otto would ask me if I helped. Perhaps Brother Vokbert would lend me a hand. Father Gernot was not going to give me permission for anything. And I don't think the other two... Oh. I bet you can blackmail Vokbert into it because you know he's...
Is Vokbert one of the guys who's having an affair?
I think so. Well, he's not having an affair. I presume they're just in a relationship. But...
In a relationship, yes.
And I don't think I want to involve Otto. He's never going to give me permission to dig this up.
No.
Let's try asking the priest and seeing if I can... No, that's not one of the two. Let's ask Brother Volkbert for help. Where can I find Brother Volkbert? Now, we still have to figure out who to eat with, and I'm dying to know who's in the guest house. I wonder if it's the Baron's wife. Let's go find out. Let's go through the cloister. Oh, this is the other person I want to have food with as an alternative. We haven't yet, and we know he's not in there, so let's go check his desk in the scriptorium. That's a great idea. Hey, stay here while I rifle through your things, would you? There doesn't seem to be... No, nothing in here, it looks like. Okay. We'll go through the dormitory. I don't want to go through the church if I can help it. The cloister's fine. This is the other person. I think if we go through the kitchens, then we can cut through to... These two are awesome. To the garden. Let's just cut through the cloister again. See about the guest house. Who's in the guest house? I was right!
Lady Salamea.
Right! Now,
And is that a new doggo I spy?
new doggo. Oh, what a cutie. A regular Saint Francis. I'm guessing that's the accomplishment for having pet all the animals. Yep. Now, what I want to see, it doesn't look like I can have a meal with Mother Cecilia, but I know, adorable. I think we should have a meal with her.
Let's do it.
Oh, it won't let me talk to her maid. Hello, Lady Salamea. It's totally inappropriate for me to be talking to you, but why not? Ah, Master Mahler, would you care to share dinner at my table? I would like to talk to you about my late husband. Oh, the dog whined. Lady Rothvogel, I would be honored to. Thank you. Please, sit. Thus is the Lord, and these thy gifts which we are about to receive the humanity of Christ our Lord. Amen. Tell me you were raised Catholic without telling me you were raised Catholic. I find myself rather out of place here, without the comfort of the Baron. Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Oh dear. Thank you for agreeing to share a meal with me, Master Mahler. Of course, the honor... You want to do his voice for this?
Of course, the honor is mine.
You must have been staying nearby to arrive here so quickly.
It's a terrible thing.
Yeah, I think this is the best option to start with. The terrible thing what happened to the Baron. It has given me the shock of my life. I'm trying to find comfort where I can, in my ladies. And the Lord. I know that I'm not supposed to draw those.
My ladies and the Lord.
Let's see, we have quail, Emmentaler cheese and wheat bread, and frumenti? What is frumenti?
Frumenti.
I feel like I should eat the quail first or the cheese and bread to see what's underneath it. Let's go for cheese and bread.
Frumenti. I'll do this in the voice. Frumenti is a kind of porridge made from wheat boiled in milk. The recipe can be found in medieval cookbooks, but it's thought that the dish may even date back to prehistoric times. Although it is one of the oldest dishes in the world, frumenti still makes a delicious, warming breakfast. This has been in use as the identifies them.
We're going to have cheese and bread. Not that there's much comfort to be found in these cold and dreary Alpine towns. Lawrence and I had meant to take a tour of them before returning home to Worms, but, well, return we shall. I'm sorry for your loss, my lady. This sorrow is just the first of many, I'm afraid. Are you married yourself, Master Mahler?
You want me to do this?
Yeah.
A woman waits for me in Nuremberg. When I finish my work here, we will be wed.
Do you not look forward to the responsibilities of marriage, Master Maller? Perhaps it is no surprise you and Lawrence became fast friends. I imagine he saw something of himself in you. Well, that's a very interesting implication. It implies that he was not a very good husband.
It really does.
Do you mean to say you knew of his excursions? Master Mahler, very little of a husband is mysterious to his wife, no matter what he may fool himself into believing. Okay! Speak plain, sister, you inherited! Let's do this!
We got a widow to introduce you to.
Lawrence was a flawed man. His various infidelities were no secret to me. But are we not all flawed before Christ? Gotta have some quail. Chew that over. I loved him as a wife should properly love her husband, but I would not say that we were friends. I only hope his appetites are not what led him to his end.
I've been searching for the answer to that quandary myself.
Were you and Lawrence so close that you would trouble yourself so?
My motivation is personal.
I fear the abbot and the archdeacon will be led to inaccurate conclusions by circumstantial evidence. My mentor, Brother Pietro, was found with the Baron's body, but I do not believe he killed your husband. If not him, then who? There are many possibilities, both here at the Abbey and in town. Your husband managed to cultivate many enemies in his short time here, I'm afraid. That does sound
like Lawrence.
That does sound like Lawrence. He was a man of many opinions, and he gave them freely to all who would listen, and some who would not. The previous abbot, Father Matthias, seemed to appreciate that about him. This new abbot is perhaps more conservative. Father Matthias was an open-minded man, from all I've heard, a true scholar. Father Gonneau does not share Matthias's passion for the written word, yet endures the expense of it. To be put in such a position would make him any man unhappy, I understand. I wonder what he will make of Lawrence's gift to the Abbey.
This is a tough one.
I think he meant the book, didn't he?
I think so. I'm just gonna grab a refill real quick.
I'm gonna wait for her to continue. He had found a book about the history of Tassin. He believed it to contain some scandalous details.
Scandalous details?
He said it corroborated fears Father Matthias had expressed, but he didn't share the particulars with me. Brother Lawrence, who would have loved the Facebook comment section. The book which is now missing, that's right. Let's see. I love listening to the doggy whine, because you get the implication he's looking for scraps from the table, right? Was the appearance of the book peculiar or noteworthy in any way? Oh, so we can go looking for it? I like that. I like the idea of trying to get a note about what the book looked like, so we'd know it if we found it. I'm waiting for Alistair to get back from the kitchen. He's getting a lot of refill. And we're running out of time here pretty quick, but this has been an illuminating me. It's a pun. Anyway. Honey, I made a joke about this being an illuminating meal.
Oh.
I know. So what do you think? Do we want to get, like, a clue about what the scandals involved, or what the book looked like? I like the idea of what the book looked like so we could go and find it. Was the appearance of the book peculiar or noteworthy in any way? It was neither large nor small, bound in blue leather. Unfortunately, I never imagined it closely. Sorry I can't be of more help. I have some education, but I lack my husband's thirst for knowledge. If you find the book, hopefully its significance will be apparent. If God wills it. Will you be turning to Worms soon? Perhaps in a few days. I wait on the arrival of the Archdeacon. When his investigation is complete, I will be allowed to go. Though the circumstances of my time here are dire, I am in no hurry to return. I'm going to wait for her to continue. You are a disarming man, Master Maller, and much too easy to talk to. To be frank, I do not know what will become of me when I return to Worms. My title and residence may be in jeopardy. Lawrence and I have a son, but he's young yet. I don't know many of the legalities, only that my position is at some risk. Would you like me to elucidate them for you? I studied law at Erfurt. Thank you, but no. I fear it would only heighten my unease. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I fear I must rest. Of course, you've had a long day. With many yet to come, I fear. Beware, Master Maller. And whatever anyone says of my husband, I'm certain he appreciated your friendship. Interesting. Time to get back to work. Like I'm actually going to do that? There's a dog here to pet.
Who's a good boy? So should we go back to the scriptorium now? Do you want to try the widow one more time?
I'm kind of tempted to try the widow one more time and just blow off work. I mean... Right, the dog is magnificent. Somehow I don't think the abbot's gonna scream at me too hard. That's the forest. Let's see if we can get away with helping the widow. Oh, that's the forest again. There's Thomas again. And that's the printmaker. So a lot more people out today. There's Brigitte. Poor Brigitte. Stuck with... What's his name? Yeah, Attila's home. Alright, you wanted help.
Oh, okay.
Back again, are ya? You want to talk? Help me around the home. Help me around the home and I'll consider it. Work's gonna take a few hours, you know. I don't want to hear any whining. I'm ready when you are. Lead the way. Follow me then. Been needing to collect some firewood, but I haven't been able to muster the energy. Do you often have a difficult time gathering wood? I'm an old woman. Everything's difficult. No one's around to help me. Not since my husband died. Now stop yammering and get to work. This light won't last forever. I'm picking up sticks in the forest. There's more over here. There's another stick. I'm doing fetch quests. Let's see if I can. The town can only gather sticks. Alright. Is that enough?
I think that's enough, unless there's anything else you can pick up.
There are the trees Otto's been felling for the abbot.
Hey, I bet.
Break off that branch there, the big one. I know Attila feels like she's been wronged by the Abbey, but the wood does still belong to the Abbot. If we're caught stealing it, my investigation into Lawrence's murder could be in jeopardy. If the Abbot finds out I helped Attila steal from him, he could make finishing my masterpiece difficult. But if I refuse to help Attila, she might not tell me what happened between her and Lawrence to make her hate him so. The way she yelled at him the day he died, it must have been serious, but serious enough to kill him? Maybe I can make her see reason. That's technically poaching, Attila. You think the Abbey doesn't steal from us? The people of Tassing were here before the Abbey was. This forest is ours. Just because some piece of paper somewhere says this land belongs to the church, we can't use it, the people who care for it?
Yeah, this is your inn.
But we have enough firewood. We don't need the branch. Or do we want to... What did the Abbey do to make you hate them so? I know the church has its discontents, but you reserve more rage for them than most. You... No one's ever asked to hear my side of things. Well, I'm just not in the mood to talk about it, so you'll just have to mind your business. Leave the branch. We've got enough wood.
Well done.
Yeah, that earned a brownie point. Why did you just... I can't use these sticks. They're too big. You need to break them down for me. Sure. Break sticks. Got it. I need the right side of a certain length, so break them and forget the leftover scrap. What? Where should I break them? You'll know it when I see it. Now get to snapping, boy. Fine. It's too short.
Hold up. You're going too fast. It's changing for each one.
Oh. What am I'm completely confused. Am I supposed to cover the glowing parts?
I think you're supposed to cover the glowing parts. Or, yeah, because that one's glowing all the way. Just maybe go in the middle on that.
More than that. Bigger.
Let me look this up before we go through the rest of the steps.
This one's too small and frail, just like you.
Pentiment stick breaking. Hold up.
I would never have thought about a stick-breaking minigame.
Pentiment stick breaking auto-complete. Use the directional control to move both your hands towards the left or right halves of the sticks. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Which we're doing.
But it doesn't give any clue other than...
That's what I'm looking for.
It's too short. More than that, bigger.
Try to break the stick at mid-length or more to the left.
I suppose that one's fine. Okay. Might be able to use some of these. Oh, come help me back at the house. Of course, lead on. I'm just doing what she tells me to, man. I have some mementos from Brannig here. They've gone crooked and I can't reach. Could you hang them for me, please, Andreas? Easy enough. And please be careful with my pictures. Some are very fragile. Or I'd hate to lose them to your carelessness. Okay. Well, I can't. Think you could hang those papers on the table? I can't reach. There you go. That looks all right. Thank you for hanging those. Just one thing. Remove the cross.
Ah, here we go.
Are you sure about that? Don't you gainsay me, boy. What Attila's asking me is sacrilegious. She could be forced to face a church inquisitor if someone found out. I might as well simply... It's an old worn cough and it graced the home she shared with her late husband. If I destroy it, she might regret it later. Whatever she says, I don't believe it's the cross that's her problem. There's something more that I've yet to uncover. Taking the cross down might only cause her more pain in the long run. But if I anger her, I might miss out on the information about Lawrence's death. Perhaps I could convince her to put it somewhere out of sight, so it won't torment her. That might be enough. What do you plan to do with it? Destroy it, of course. The church never did anything for me, and they took all I had. Why should I be made to venerate it? What did the church take from you? What does it matter to you? Just take the thing down like I asked. Perhaps I could just move the cross to where you can't see it. I understand that you're angry and you're hurting, but you might regret destroying it later. Oh! Would your husband have wanted you to destroy the cross? It blessed the home you shared together. And because I have the order background and I've shown special kindness to her, it looks like, I'm going to make this persuasion roll. My Rannig, he made it, do you know? It always reminds me of him. For better and for worse. Perhaps you could move it to somewhere out of view. That would be all right. I'm assuming she didn't mean for me to hang this note. Remember your husband, the pain he carried, like Job, the red bird flies. Matin. Chapter. Again. Someone has seeded notes everywhere to confront the Baron with sins of his past. It's the wife.
It's the wife. It's got to be the wife.
She set it up so that she can get rid of him. Same author, same handwriting. Yeah. Where did this note come from, Attila? No idea. I found it on the table the night before Rothvogel died. I can barely read it. The writing's too fancy. Keep it if you want. It means nothing to me. Yes, please.
We are pretty much at time.
I know. I'm just going to pick up the stick. This must be Rannig's cane. It's strong and sturdy, and here,
no.
the head is broken off. It looks recent. Could Attila have used this to kill Lawrence? Attila, your husband's cane is broken. Do you remember how that happened? How should I know? Everything here is broken and falling apart. The head broke off at some point. I don't remember how. I'm going to remain silent. This might be good. Oh, it's run an ad, it looks like. It looks like it's run an ad. I think this might be a very good place to wrap up.
Yeah.
I kind of want to finish questioning her.
Let's see if we can finish questioning her when we come back.
Yeah. It's run ads again, so we're going to have to give it a few minutes. Because it's run an auto ad. But then maybe we'll wrap it up here and we'll start with questioning her next week, because that's a good place to pick up. Oh, excuse me.
It is rainy as hell out there, isn't it?
What?
In the game, listen.
No, that's her cauldron bubbling.
Oh. We still on ads.
30 seconds left to go. Okay, everybody. I'm hoping we're about back from the ad break. Sorry about that. We didn't spot that one was running. We're going to wrap up here. And then next, let's check our journal really quick, what it says about the cane. Old cane at the widow's house. The head of the cane was missing and it looked like it had broken off recently. I should see if I can learn how it broke.
And there's a letter from Ferenc about refusing to perform a ritual for the Baron, too.
Yeah, exactly. And then what I'm thinking is that we'll start here next week so that I really want to have the conversation with her, though. But it's a good place to start because we can have the conversation with her, and if it generates any more clues,
and then just jump straight on in.
We can jump straight onto it. Twitch somehow managed to send me like 3/4 of the ads that couldn't be targeted worse, and then like 1/4 of the ads that felt like they were made for me especially. Well, it's a pretty good hit rate. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Just a heads up, our moderators, our beloved moderators, are not available on the Easter weekend, so we will not be streaming on Sunday. So, gonna have to wait another week to finish out what the heck Chance of Sinar has done to me.
Right.
Oh, I love that game. So there will be no streaming on Sunday. We'll be back on next. Excuse me.
On next Wednesday.
On next
One
Wednesday.
thing, if you haven't been following the Chance of Sinar streams, the one from last Sunday is a surprisingly great place to jump aboard, because we spent the entire 2 hours convinced we are at endgame, and everyone in the chat is very, very well behaved while secretly going, "Oh, sweethearts, no."
Yes. So enjoy your long weekend if you are having one.
You will have a full lid this Friday?
Yes, the full lid will be out on Friday. I think that's about everything that's going on.
That is. We'll be back on Wednesday with some more Pentiment, and we've got full lid on Friday. And other than that, it's decorating and chocolate eggs.
Decorating and chocolate eggs, yes, precisely. That's what we're doing this weekend. Mostly the decorating on my end, but there are definitely chocolate eggs in the house, and I'm going to make deviled eggs as well.
And I am tall, and there is a ceiling.
You are tall. There's now both a stepladder and a ceiling, so that's your job.
It is indeed.
I will do a great deal of vacuuming.
Thank you so much for joining us, folks, as we've done chores for this possibly murderous, but honestly really quite charming cantankerous
I think she's
lady.
being set up.
I think so too.
I don't think she would have murdered the Baron. Well, I think she certainly had cause to murder the Baron, but finding all these little pieces of paper everywhere makes me very suspicious about what's actually going on. And I still think it's either the abbot or the Baron's wife.
Me too.
But enjoy the rest of your time zone,
long
everybody.
Weekend, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Alistair.
I've been Marguerite.
And this has been us doing chores for an old lady.
I mean, sometimes chores just need to get done, for sure. Enjoy the rest of your time zone, folks. We will see you next week.